Hi there, my name is Mark Matthews, and I am here to talk to you about Callie's Web from Crystal Lake Publishing. First, a little more about me. I'm the author of a handful of novels, many of them derived kind of from my experience working as a social worker, as well as my experience with my own personal addiction. I'm the author of Milk Blood, All Smoke Rises, directly derived from that, and the publisher, editor, curator of 3 addiction horror anthologies. And this work I wrote, a lot of addiction involved in it, but it was more of a desire to write a fast-paced novella, since I think a novella is the perfect venue for horror sometimes, with so much media to consume. We want something quick sometimes, something with fast, a level of urgency, and I think I've done that here. It's kind of written to the beat of Twilight Zone by Golden Earring, if you know the song. What is the novella about? It is about a woman who grew up in some very traumatic circumstances. Her mom died from addiction. She develops her own addiction. She has to steal in order to get by at one point. Next thing you know, she is in jail, and after discharge from jail, a probation officer is on her very closely, doesn't have any faith that she's ever telling the truth, and at times she isn't. And then it tells his backstory about why he is such a rigid probation officer. There's lots of surprises that happen that I won't share here, but the way I put it is, what if Cronenberg remade Trainspotting within the universe of Les Mis after reading Charlotte's Web to his daughter? Cronenberg with a lot of body horror. There's body horror inside here. His movie Ringers, one of my favorite, with the dynamics of twins. There is a lot of that. Everybody in the novel has a twin and some unique twinning. And Trainspotting, there is that hectic, crazy, chaotic lifestyle of an addict day after day. And I think, get into the nitty gritty of what it means to live in such, and what it means to try to live sober when you first put it down and you're dealing with such chaos. And then the universe of Les Mis, it was inspired by Les Mis in part. You don't need to know Les Mis to understand the story. You've probably seen the story in other capacities. It was in Andor in space, or Andor was called Les Mis in space. The Fugitive is the same story of the obsessed pursuer of justice after somebody who is either wrongly accused or misunderstood. And then there is the Charlotte's Web influence. So there is a kind of a spider who is sort of a metaphor, but in a recurring nightmare, and its limbs become syringes, and boom. And that's just one of the supernatural elements. So this novel has been one of my best reviewed novels I've had. I think the best so far in terms of ratings and feedback. And people have read all my work say, Mark, I think that might be my favorite. And Crystal Lake has done a fabulous job with the cover. And it is a fast, quick, fun read and not too expensive. I think it's like $4 or $5 for the Kindle, maybe $10 for the paperback. I could be a little off. So check it out. I hope you dig it. Callie's Web. Kaliana Cook is the main character, thus the title. And hope you dig it. Thank you.